Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up odds like a trader around, playing profits ain't reviled. Charts like a puzzle complex, trading daily, keeping us perplexed. Riding waves like future specs. Gotta calm down, no pretext. Market moves got me feeling wild, swinging harder than a rocket child, picking up odds like a trader around, playing profits ain't reviled. Highs and lows, gotta keep my cool. Can't let fear or greed overrule. Every pick like a precious jewel. No big fool, we ain't in school. Market moves got me feeling wild.
Boris Schlossberg, Managing Director at BK Asset Management.
BK Asset Management's Kathy Lean.
All right, guys. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. If everything is good, I want to see the chat, please. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Yes, yes, yes. All good. I got some really cool stuff to show you. Ron, how are you? Cheryl, good morning. Sound is good. I'm in Jersey today, so I'm actually in my favorite bunker, having a good time. You are looking at something that none of you actually have yet. It's a just an experimental overlay onto the BK scalper called vTrader, which I'm just going to fool around with you guys with, only because it actually works really, really well. I managed to do about, what did I do? About almost $900 just an overnight trade, fooling around with this thing. But what I'm gonna do, excuse me, today I'm just gonna play tiny little lots with you on this particular setup, and then we'll talk a little bit about it, and I'll explain to you why I absolutely love this as an additional overlay to a scalper. If you want to generate just literally a ton of trades, however, I will say this, that you will see a lot more stop outs doing it this way. So the version that I'm showing you right now is the most promiscuous one, the one that sort of shows you the greatest amount of signals. As you can see, there's just a whole bunch of signals. The basic premise behind this particular scalp variant is it's looking for a turn, a V-shaped turn. Let me go to this over here. Why does this not work? Oh, because this is breaking above the moving average, underneath the 8-period moving average. It's looking like for a lower low, and a higher low, like a literally a V-shaped format underneath the moving average for the upside move, and a trade to the downside move. In this particular case, we're definitely going to do a tiny little trade here because this is a massive candle. It's a 40-point candle. Again, same idea. We're looking for, let me see if I put this over here. We're looking for just 5 points. This is the whole idea of like not being greedy. All right, let's go long here. And it's not going to work. It's just a totally reversed. Yeah, that's fine. This was a tiny little move. This was so fast. I needed to put it underneath here. Let me just do this again with you guys. Sorry. Shit, it was just a lot of vol. Okay, I'm going to put this underneath here. This is where the stop should be, and that's why I have it at such a small condition. This is opening range trade, and it's actually not even a signal. Shit, this is not even a signal because this thing is, as you can see, I don't have the little tile underneath here. I'm just fucking around on the open, with this particular trade. It's not even a signal, so ignore it. But generally, what's really cool about this, especially in a market like today, which was really up and down all night long, where you had lots and lots of wave action around the 8-period SMA, it was great to be a buyer and great to be a seller. The idea is that basically you're trying to buy the near-term low. This is a complete disaster. So just ignore all this. This is why I'm doing tiny little bits because this is just me not even executing my own setup here. All right, I'm actually going to again. Now I actually have a legitimate sell signal here, which I'm going to get rid of here. But again, such a large candle here that I have to go small. And I'm going to wait, obviously. Oh, now it's going away now. I'm going to wait until it completes, obviously. But this is a massive candle. These first 5 minutes, nobody should really be trading. Or if you're trading with micros, which really don't have any impact on the P&L. So here I have classic BFF sell signal for. I'm going to wait until we get to the full completion of the candle. This is just going to be a fucking huge move here. All right, selling this, and I have to move this all the way over here in order to be legitimately. What happened to my thing? Oh, I think it must have gotten done. I sold it here at 36, and I bought it back at the. Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Sorry. Let's try this again. This is so fast. It wasn't even worth it. You should never do any of this stuff on market open. I'm just showing you the techniques. Okay. Let me see if this is going to hit us for 5 points. The point is, when you have these massively huge candles, it doesn't even matter if you think it's a trade, it's a signal. The only way you can legitimately take this signal is on a tiny bit of basis, because if I was trading this on a large lot, one single lot, and I was wrong, right? I was wrong on this thing. It's 36 to. This is a $700 loss, utterly unnecessary to take. So if it's a $70 loss, that's something I can make up in a single trade. I'm just doing I'm just doing it to demonstrate the technique right now, as you guys are all diving into the whole thing. Where it is, there it is, and I finally get done after getting clopped out on a couple of trades. But the bigger point that I sort of wanted to make is you have to know not just the signal, but the volatility. The volatility here is just massive, right? What we're trying to do is basically, the rule of thumb I want to use is I never really want maximum volatility to be 40 points, meaning 40 points worth of risk on NASDAQ, 4 points worth of risk on S&P. That's a 1-to-4 risk-reward ratio, which is already a lot. You don't want to be doing that more than once or twice a day. But most of the time, the risks that you're going to be having are like $5-10 risk, 5-10 point risk. These are tiny little risks. You see this? Because you would have been right underneath these green candles. So the candle itself is only 10 points. It's easy to make to make bank on all this kind of stuff. With these with the V-shaped signals, same idea. You're basically trading very, very small, 10, 20 point risks, and they resolve 8 out of 9. If you're doing a good job, like I was doing last night, 8 out of 9 times they're going to resolve, right? So you're like net 800 minus 200 plus 600. I was up like $800 in overnight trade doing this. and it just becomes, oh, what happened there? I'm just disconnecting. Okay. It just becomes a lot easier to be able to trade this. Anyways, open volatility, lots and lots of heat, very little light. Markets were very negative. This whole Asia session was great. If anybody trade Asia, let me know in comments, because they were awesome. A lot of movement. I mean, when you have like 100, 200 point movement of the overnight trade, you can clip out 10 $5 scalps all across the space, and that's $1,000 right then and there with very little effort. Now we just got a little bit wider and a little bit bigger. I'm just looking to see if I have any additional signals here. I'm gonna mute the V trader just so you guys aren't overwhelmed by all these little signals. I have it on my other charts, so I'll let you, if it pops up on the other charts, I'll bring it back. But that's basically it. We went positive bid, the negative bid broke it down. They bought back the market right now. It's Chop City, and literally no signals for us in anything that we're looking at here. Gold looks a little bit positive. S&P positive. See, this was another thing that I want to show you. So this is market open is almost never a time that you want to trade this. You got short here. That candle is 94 to 602. That's a $7 candle, right? You never want to trade more than a $4 candle, unless you're trading micros, and then you don't give a shit, just for shits and giggles. Conversely, this candle over here is a 98 to a 96. That's a $2 candle. That's a perfect candle. Anywhere between $2 and $3 candles, you're fine, because you're going to resolve this positively. You're going to resolve this positively, so on and so forth. So that's how it goes. I have extreme counter trends on this thing, but I don't have. There's been no extreme counter trends right now in any of these candles. Extreme counter trends, by the way, yesterday were so money. They were so money as far as taking the trades. I don't know if you guys took them. This whole idea of just taking a tiny little profit off of a setup creates such unbelievable accuracy yesterday. I mean, the other account was up to like $1,300 yesterday. I'm just rotating accounts every single day, just for shits and giggles. So I took this one to 55s to $1,300. It was 50,000 yesterday. This one I just started last night at 50,000. It was at 800 and I fucked it up. And it doesn't matter. I fucked it up with micros. I'll get it back. It was 700. And then I'm still trying to hobble this one up to 159, which is what I need to get this one funded. But the point is that I just love these little micro scalps, because they are so consistently accurate for us in terms of getting signals. Okay, here we go. I want to show you something cool. Let me see if I can show this to you. Go to V shape. Okay, so this is the V shape. This is the V shape in gold. We're gonna trade this on micro levels again, because I'm not gonna fuck around with large size. I will do it myself, but I don't want you guys kind of doing this off the start until you kind of understand exactly what I'm talking about. So the idea here is, you see how the middle candle is like the middle finger. It's just like sticking out. Oh, this the reason why this disappears, the signal disappears, is if it crosses the moving average. The whole idea is that it's supposed to be just underneath the moving average, so you have like room to make money towards the moving average, like right now. So you have a little bit more room to the downside, but it's just designed. It's designed to find turns, V turns up, V turns down, right? And as I said, this is the most promiscuous version that I have. I'll take this trade. What the fuck? I'll take this trade because I want to show you. Because the whole point is you're trading the high of this candle against just a 5-point target. Why did this? What happened here? What? Oh, I have a 10-point target. Oh, sorry. This should have been a 5-point target. This should have just. I got it done anyways. Now that's nothing on a micros, but if I'm doing this on a large contract, that's $50 in less than 5 seconds. This occurs like literally every 10 minutes. You can find this. Now, as I said, this version over here that I put on is incredibly inaccurate. I just put the most promiscuous signals on. The signals that really work. Basically, I'll put a more stricter version. This one I just wanted to have this generate as many signals for me as possible, and I'll determine whether I want to take it or not. But the idea is basically in a classic format right here. This, you see how this is a high candle, this is a low candle, this would be your stop. In this case, you would have been stopped out on this trade, but then the very next trade you have high, higher, lower, sell. High, higher, lower, sell. This whole idea of like underneath the 8 or above the 8, that's the whole idea is if prices are losing their highs or losing their lows underneath the 8, the probability of them going up to the moving average. It's a turn trade. It's basically a turn trade. But nobody needs to trade this if you don't want to trade turn trades. But there's a lot of turn trades. Generally, most of the time in choppy markets, they're basically all trades are turn trades. And if you get comfortable with that setup, it's just money, money, money all the time. Oh, we have an actual setup. Hold on a second. We have an actual setup in the S&P, in the NASDAQ. Let's go to NASDAQ. I'm sorry, I missed it. I was talking and I missed it. Actually, well, you know what? I'm taking it. It's a big candle. It's a big candle. I should have taken it on the small side. I'm going to eat this hard. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to have to eat this on a super large loss if it goes down against me. But I'm going to stay true to my strategy, is that you have to give it to the top in order to be able to do it. And and I actually make money. So stupid. This is equivalent of like, driving on a moped on a highway, in a sense of the amount of risk I took. I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize this was a fucking $50 risk. This is a 46 to 70. This is how much of this? 46 to 80. This is like a 40 point risk at, this is an $800 risk, right? I never want to take more than like a $400 risk on the large contract. But you see, this thing just blew down. If you were trading this on a small contract basis, you obviously would have been fine with this thing. But the principal idea is that if you were stupid enough to have a short stop over here, you'd been stopped out before the trade went your way. It's absolutely crucial. The single most important part about trading the way I'm doing is you got to trade above the risk lines. But if the candle itself is so massive that the risk lines are like $1,000 risk, don't take it. I just I took a stupid risk here on this thing because I'm just trying to do a lot of trades with you guys. I'll chill out a little bit and not take too many trades. That's why, of course, you should not trade live. No, it's fine. The whole point is I do trade live. The difference between me and everybody else is this is no bullshit trading. You see everything, good, bad, and ugly. You see mistakes. I don't give you, I did this perfectly on yesterday's chart. You see how smart I was, and I entered here, and I did this, and I did that. No, I want to show you that fucking trading is messy as hell. You're going to make mistakes. You have to react in the heat of the moment, and you have to recognize all that. If you don't understand, it's like trading is exactly like combat. Only idiots who march for a living think that they can win a war by marching in straight lines. Like the difference between an officer who marches on a straight line and has a perfectly pressed uniform, and an actual warrior who fucking fights with his teeth and stabs a guy in the heart is the difference between winning and losing in real life and in combat and trading. Okay. And I show you very messy stuff. I show you blood, gore, and everything else, because that's what real trading is all about. You want perfectly pressed suits and bullshit fake trades that nobody ever makes. You can watch other guys tell you, oh, look how well I did, yesterday. I always trade forward. Trading forward means you're going to be bitch slapped by life and the market every minute of your life, and you got to be prepared for that. So that's okay. I got lucky. I'll take it. I do a lot of trades with you guys because the whole idea here is not for me to wax philosophical about how you should be trading, but for you to be able to see tons of these setups and then see, oh, I think Boris is kind of doing a good thing, or he's really being a fucking moron. I don't want to do this stuff with him, regardless of what you do. Okay, so this one again, I'm going to go on the micros on this one. This is a V-shaped if it holds. It's $1.37. We still have like a whole minute to go. It's probably may not hold. But what you see here is, again, moving average, low, lower, higher low, right? You can literally see it as a V-shaped form, right? If you look at the three candles, they form a V-shaped form, right? So the idea here is, again, to go underneath the lowest lows of the candles. You got to give yourself that bottom on the move. Again, I'm doing this on micros with you guys because this is not a trade. Honestly, I wouldn't do this trade on my own. It doesn't matter. It goes away. So boom, this is the beauty of it. If it doesn't materialize, it doesn't materialize. They blew the lows. There is no bottom here. On the S&P, there's a little bit of a bottom here. And they're probably going to blow the lows, and they blow the lows also. So there's no setups over here at all on the V shapes. My point is that I wanted to. And by the way, look at this. There was a nice clean V shape on the S&P. Again, massive 600 to 606. You never want to, as I said, risk more than 4. So this would not have been a good large contract trade, but a micro contract trade, you could have done this. On the other hand, look at this one. This was a literally 601 to 602. This is a one and a half point contract trade. Beautiful trade. You could have done it, and you would have just totally killed it, to the downside. So it's not the signals. It's the signals and the volatility of the signals that you want to examine every time you're doing this, right? Like right now, we have V shapes. That's interesting. Hang on a second. So where's the S&P? That's interesting. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah. So this is a very, very skewed little S&P trade, right? These are equal. I made it very, very promiscuous as far as the signal goes. It doesn't even have to be high or low. It just has to be not low or low. It can't break the low of the middle candle. And if it doesn't break the low of the middle candle, maybe this is this will give us a trade. Same thing on gold. Gold is actually we'll play gold because this nice clean looking chart. It's got to be like, I want to put this at 5. We're looking again. The whole idea is you have your setup. And you are not greedy in terms of you take a tiny little clip out of this thing when you have the setup. Still no guarantee that this low holds. This low has to hold in order for us to for the signal to this thing will disappear if the low is broken. So I'm going to wait. But gold is just a visually cleaner looking trade here. I'll show you how it works, if it works. Since the regular scalper trades sometimes don't even show up in the first half hour, I wanted to create more ideas for you guys so you guys could have more fun. 8-9 seconds. I absolutely have to wait until the absolute last second. You do not want this to break the low at the last second, and destroy the setup. Okay, now I'm going to go long. So now the thing is that this is a very small risk, and it's going to blow me out. So okay, fine, it takes me out on the risk. It was a weak risk anyways. I'd be shocked if this thing rallies. I probably should have been stopped out a little bit more, but again, I'm trading tiny little contract here, so I give myself a little bit more space underneath the absolute lows just to see if I could survive the stops. But this was a weak trade. The really good trade is one where the close of this third candle is pretty much at the high of the candle. This, what it's telling you is low, 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 and then we're going high, and then I want to take that escalator back up to the high. That's the sequence you see all the time in the market that manufactures quick profits, right? This one, we're just watching it for shits and giggles, as I said. It's probably going to break. I mean, everything looks like it's breaking lower today. Risk is going down, and we just have to be very patient until we get some kind of a clean setup here. So okay, this obviously fails. And as I said to you, on the V-shaped setups, they're going to fail a lot more than the BFF setups, because the BFF setups are really, really well curated, right? Really well curated. They're like 77 out of 10 type of thing. These things can be, especially in this format, Jesus, they could be like basically even money half the time. That's why you have to be selective as to which one you want to take. But when they look well, and it's frustrating because I don't have the good looking one coming up yet. When they look well, you kind of see, when you see the setup properly, where it's kind of like 1, 2, 3 high, it really creates a nice clean trade for you. If this holds and then we have a third candle that goes higher, that would be like a 1, 2, 3 setup. In a perfect world, they basically look like a clean little V with the bottom in the middle, and the same thing on the outlook, an upside down V, or like a U, like a triangle. You really want it to look like as clean as possible as a triangle as you can get it. Is ATR a reliable measure of volatility? It's fine, but the ATR is built into the BFF scalper. When you go show dashboard, it will actually show you what the ATR is over here. For the last, it's about 2 points. Oh, this is gold, so it's about 2 points on the ATR in gold. In Nasdaq, it's 38 points, which is lots. That's a lot of ATR, right? Jesus, that's a 40-point ATR per candle. That's a lot of ATR. Yeah, you can look at that in the dashboard. But I don't need to. You generally, like I said, if you're doing a 40-point candle, you don't want to be in that candle unless you're doing a micro candle. So everything is falling down, and we just have to be very patient. Wait for it to come back up to create some signals for us. The first half hour has just been like a complete. North Star says, thank you for saying that some days are like battle. Every fucking day is a battle. Every day. The amounts of trades you show in a day is like 3 months worth of after effect videos from those. Thank you. Yes. And that's the point. Absolutely. Okay. Can I explain the risk management setup for these gold trades? Towards the end of your live trading session, you showed the settings for use with gold trades. Okay, so James, okay. Oh, we have a setup. Let's play around. Nasdaq setup here on a V shape. This is kind of good. It's not a perfect V shape because this is a really, really far stretched away. But if this works, let's see what do I got here. Okay, let's play this. I'm going to play the setup and then I'll deconstruct afterwards. Okay, this is what I always make this mistake. I try to explain something in the middle of trading, I'm going to explain it after the trade. Let's focus on the trade here for a second. I think I also have a gold setup too. Again, I'm trading micros, guys, just for shits and giggles. The gold setup is okay too. I'm going to take the gold setup too if we can get it. I'm going to have to switch around between the two. 40 seconds left. Absolutely wait until the close. The most important part about this is to make sure that your stops are going to be underneath the lows of this candle, of this candle structure. So it's 25. It's really, really rocking. I'm waiting patiently here for the close of the candle. The reason why you also want to wait is because if you're buying somewhere over here, remember the candles can pull all the way back, right? All right, buy. And oh shit, I didn't put my stops on here. Fuck. All right, damn it. So annoying. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not focused. All right, I'm gonna just take this profit. Fuck it. Sorry. I'm just frustrated because I didn't show you the proper trade. This trade made more money than it should have, anyways. Oh, here we go. Here's a good reversal trade. This is the classic BFF reversal trade. I think Christophe was talking about these. This is a good trade. I just need to make sure that I have the stops and targets clicked. I didn't have them clicked. Anyways, my point was that when you go in these trades, the stops should always be at the lowest low or at the thing. Do not message me in Discord right now. We're in live YouTube. All questions in YouTube. All right, I'm trying to focus. All right, 38 seconds left. If this trade goes, again, I'm taking small trades here just because I want to show this to you. 27 seconds, 26 seconds, 25 seconds. It's got to hold. It's got to hold. Don't press the trigger until the setup is legit. If this candle can't clear the moving average, it's not a setup. It's a whip. Three, two, one. All right, legit setup. Here's my stop. This is what I want to show you. You move the stop back. The target is going to take care of itself. The target is preset. Don't worry about the target. Target is going to be preset. By the way, now this happens all the time. Well, that doesn't happen all the time, but the buy reversal turns into a sell trend, right? That happens. You're on one side of the market. You can't be on both sides of the market unless you decide, okay, I'm going to take this sell signal if it stays this way. In other words, if this candle completes, it's a minute 25 before the candle completes. I may be stopped out of this thing anyways, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, my point is that you stay with the stop, right? You stay with a stop. The target will hit itself if it goes there. This will be one of those things where I think I'm going to get stopped out before the candle closes, and then I'll be able to do a reverse. Then I'll be able to do a sell candle. If I'm still in the trade, there's no way I can. I'm basically stuck on the long side, even though I have a legitimate short signal here too, right? And that's just nature. Anytime you're taking reversal candles, you're always at danger of creating a sell. Being trapped into a sell signal, and that's the downside of taking reversal signals. But it's fine. As I said, you're never going to have purely accurate signals. This one may totally fail as a buy signal. What we can do here is I got 6-7 seconds left. We can go to another account. We'll go this account, and we can sell it this way, just to show you the trade. Oh, what happened? Why didn't I take it? Oh, fuck. All right, I took that trade on the sell side, back into this account. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Did I get stopped out? I got stopped out. I got stopped out on this trade. Sorry. Okay, fine. That trade just simply stopped out. This sell trade certainly made money. So I actually made money in the other account by going to sell trade. And that's, by the way, a good example of why you want to have a couple of accounts, right? So you have a trade on one side, you have a trade on the other side. It's rare that you're going to get two trades at the same time, but when you have that, you have the opportunity to to make money on one side of the account versus the other side of the account. That's a really interesting, clean idea of how you want to do this. More trades coming up. Here we go on the V shape. Here's the V-shaped on gold. That probably is not. It looks like it's not going to hold, so it's not going to be a signal for us. Okay, we're going to look at this on the large contract. Large contract still has the V shape. Nope, no go. Okay, so no signals on anything right now. So NASDAQ, this was a V shape that we took that I didn't even put the stops and targets on. I just simply, took it at market, and that was a very, very clean trade. And then, oh, wait a minute, did I? You know what's going on, guys? Okay, I know exactly what's going on. I'm so sorry. It was good that you guys saw this, but here's the unique quirk of futures. This is micro futures. This is the mini futures, right? You would think it's the exact same product, and you'd be wrong. In other words, it is the exact same product in terms of it's 1/10 the size. But the problem is they are just, remember, we're trading on a two-minute time frame where one tick difference could create a different moving average value or a different closing opening value. And what you see here was that there was actually no frigging signals at all on the large contract. But this is the contract we always want to look at signals on, is the large contract. But there was all these, snappy little signals on the small contract. And yes, you will get that. Not a lot, but enough that you have to be mindful of the fact that the micro versus the mini is going to give you some false signals. I always use the mini as my guidepost. The mini is where all the true price action is. The micro is just retail moving stuff around, and the market makers will sometimes be lagging in their prices, and that's why. Okay, so here we go. Great. This is a mini contract. We're going to switch over to the micro to actually do the trade, but this is the mini contract. It's a legit trade. I'm going to show this to you. I want to go to the MGC. You see on the mini and the micro, they're both the same. We're going to go long here, okay? And again, same thing. I want to put my stop all the way underneath here, this low candle. And now we're just looking for 5 points. I mean, it's not exciting. I'm doing micro trades. It's not exciting, but it's more of just to show you the principle of the idea. Can I make the 5 points on this V-shape V trader move? So we'll see. What's my target? 47.1. Is that right? What is this? Yeah, 47.1. Okay. So this is actually not a bad. If you look at this, this is 1, 2, 3. Now the middle one really spiked out into the moving average. So there's like a lot of volatility, but it does show you that there's a reasonable chance here that the low, at least the near-term lows have been made, and they're going to try to pull it towards the moving average. And a whopping $3, $4, $5, I'm trying to do. But just to give you an idea, if you were, for example, in the large contract, which of course I'm in all the time when I'm trading for myself, you could have just made $40, right? You could have closed it, a little bit early at $40, and that still would have been good. Like right now, boom, 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 and it's $50 to the good. So what did that take us? Maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds. That's the key. You find these times during when you're trading, during the couple of hours you're trading, where you can take 40 seconds for $50. You do that 10 times. That's 500. As you can see, I don't even know where the hell I'm at right now. Where am I? 700. Yeah, I'm still at 700 because I got myself butchered on all those micros. But if I go back to trading real accounts, there is no reason why I can't take this to 1,000 for the day. Right? This started at 50,000. There's no reason why I can't take this for 1,000 for a day doing it this way. It really is, it's very, very lucrative to clip out 50, $100 in 20, 30 seconds. You just have to be patient enough to look at your signals, make sure the signals are legit, and take them. They're the V shapes are really, really good signals, and I think they're like a great complement to the BFF signals, which are just not there right now, because we're in a period right now where we're basically trying to establish ranges and supports, right? I'm just looking at NASDAQ as well. Okay, so here's NASDAQ. This NASDAQ has we have another V-shaped in NASDAQ. So now again, we can go, this is micros. I'm sorry, fuck. Damn it. NASDAQ does not, yeah, no, it does on the main one. So 51 seconds on the NASDAQ. We're going to watch this. So basically the pattern is this 1, 2, 3, still higher, right? But it got 42 seconds. If they break the lows, this whole thing is going to go away. And it probably will, because it looks like they just want to sell it more. It doesn't look like this is a stabilization pattern. In a really good stabilization pattern, what you really want to look at is this one, and this one goes higher. The close over here is higher, and then it's like they're pulling it higher. They're done selling it. You can literally see it on the chart. It almost sinks to you as a buy pattern. Okay, but we're gonna play this pattern anyways. With 6 seconds left, as long as they don't break the lows in the last 2 seconds. Okay, boom, long. And again, I'm going to put myself underneath here. Oh, did I go? Okay. Good. I'm still in the micros, right? Yeah, I did the micros. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to figure out why it was more than $10, but whatever. But you see that. So let me put it this way. What you saw right now, that's a $10 trade because I was, I'm bullshitting around with you guys, but it's a $100 trade. That's a $100 trade in 10 seconds, right? That's the beauty of continuous scalping, right? Every 10 minutes, I get a little label. I'm going to take it. Boom, $100 trade, $100 trade, $100 trade. It's really, really pretty easy. I mean, I'm shocked at how easy it was to pick up $800, $900. Remember, you just need $3,000 to get funded on the 50,000. That's like a weeks worth of couple of hours a day trading, and you are in play for a fully funded account. By the way, I've done absolutely no promos right now, so let me do some promos here. So everybody, please go buy some Apex accounts. You saw the value of having. Let me take good of this. You saw the value of having. I'll put this up here. Having multiple accounts, because having multiple accounts obviously allows you to trade both sides of the market if you want to go from one to the other, or if you blow one account, it's obviously super easy to switch to another account. I really love, this is the key thing, by the way, to trading prop well. It's not enough just to buy these 5 accounts. You want to buy them all at once, because you don't want to buy one and then have to if you blow it up, you have to go back and reinstate it. You want them at your fingertips. You can switch around just like I do in one instant from one account to the next. Distribute trades. Maybe you want to trade gold in one account. Maybe you want to trade NASDAQ in another account. Maybe you want to trade large. Maybe you just want to go large and in charge. I'm gonna trade huge accounts. Oh, we got a signal in a reversal signal in NASDAQ here. Oh no, this is MNQ. So I'm on the wrong. I want to go in the NQ. Sorry. Okay. So that's one. Apex is one. Number two, if you guys want the prop trading, which is the Passive Prop Academy, this session is tonight. So if you want to join me, 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to discuss all of this in full detail. So I welcome you guys coming in if you want to join me over there. This gives you full access to all the indicators, including, by the way, I'll give you the V Trader in coaching today. So if you want to join me in coaching, I'll give you the V Trader, and you can have that as well. So right now, let me see. Is there an S&P? It looks like I think there's an S&P signal. Let me just look at the S&P. No, I thought there was an S&P signal. Okay. Oh yeah, maybe there is. So this is kind of good. This is S&P. It's a shitty little signal right now, actually, because this third candle, which you really want it to be rising, not falling, is kind of falling, but it's got 30 seconds left. And the thing is, it's falling, but it's not breaking the lows, right? So we're going to go. Again, I'm going to trade small with you guys. 10 seconds left. I'm going to show you. Remember, the profit is already set. Your job is to yank the stop to make sure that it's all the way at the lows. Here's the stop. I'm going to yank the stop. And, if it is my profit, it is my profit. The profit is 65.75, right? Why is it? What am I fucking ticks? Where am I? Am I in? Do I have different size? I'm trying to understand. What am I in? I'm not paying attention. I'm in at 64. Oh, I think, fuck this. This should have been. I'm sorry, I don't have my trade evade on right now. Now this whole thing. Why did this thing? Fuck. Did I bought at 64? No. I'm sorry, guys. I had the wrong. My fault. I knew this trade should have been done. This trade should have been totally done. I just, I ate a small amount of loss here because I did not have. It's a 4 target, right? It was a 4 tick target. Why? Hold on a second. I was in at 63.75. What's the high here? Why didn't this go to 64.75 and take me out? Huh. I did have the proper set, right? All right, I don't know, for some reason, yeah, it's 4 ticks. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know why it didn't take me out. Look, we were in at 63.75. The high on this was 66. Why the fuck did this not take me out? Wow, that's weird. I thought I did something wrong with my execution, but this is really weird. Why it didn't take me out. Okay, well we'll leave that mystery to somewhere else. I don't know what happened here, honestly. That was weird. But the point being is, when you're not greedy and you're looking for just small targets, they usually get done. If anybody have a clue? No, the spread. It's not a matter of spread. I'm on bid offer. This is futures. I should be right there. We went right through the offer. That was really weird. Anybody have any idea? Let me know. Let's go back to gold. $45 seconds. Gold hanging by the thread for this setup. Let me make sure I have the 5 on the gold. On the MGC, I have the 5. Same thing. Okay, we're gonna try. We're gonna do this one with, assuming this doesn't break the lows. The setup stays true. We'll see if it works. Now, having said this, guys, obviously the price action now is a one-way to the downside price action, and you're trying to buy falling. Trying to buy falling knives. Even and there we go. It goes through. Oh, this was. Hold on a second. Am I missing something? Sorry, guys. Okay. We'll actually have a little bit of fun here. This is a. I'm trying to see if this holds as a pattern. Okay, I like this. I like this pattern in Nasdaq. If it holds, it's got to really hold. But you had a huge amount of sell off. We're in super trend territory, right? Lower, higher. Let's see if this takes out the lows, then and no pattern. Let's see where the gold is at. Gold also takes out lows, so no pattern. So it's a one-way price action to the bottom. And the beauty of this thing is that it doesn't, we don't go into trades, into false trades because of this. We just have to be patient and see when things shape out. But there will soon be a chance for us to hopefully find a trade. In Asia, Untouchable's got a great question here. How long do I run trades in Asia? In Asia, it's a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's much like, this is kind of insanity to be trading this with you guys in North America, but it's the one time I get to show you the trades. This is too fast, too many false signals. There's a lot of stuff. That's why you want to do just micros. In Asia, these things are really nice and clean. They're like every 10 minutes, couple of minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, boom, 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 you're done. Sometimes you go get a cappuccino, come back, and it's all resolved. It's a little bit. It's definitely the pace of trading is much more human. Here you have a lot of flows, so obviously it's clearly moving around. We're like $1.50 down. Wow, we are serious sell-off. I don't know if you guys saw my tweet on yesterday and why I thought the market was really going to correct hard. It looks like I was not wrong. I talked about all the reasons why I think we might be setting up for. I think Nasdaq. First of all, 21,000 for sure goes today. 21,000 for sure goes today. I think 20,000 might go today. No, sorry, not 20,000. That's 1,000 down. But I think 20,000 might go in the next week or so. I think Nas is going into a pretty significant correction. I think it's going to be interesting to see. S&P also, puking its way up to 59. S&P is not going to see 6,000 for a while, in my opinion. Nothing much going on here. We're just literally everything is floating to the downside. If you're a long-term trader, these are great trades. Like I said, you can take BFF scalper and just be short from this signal over here and do really, really, really well. Nothing in gold and S&P here. Nothing in the S&P either. Everything is so steep to the downside on on the moving average. I mean, we're really extended now. We're just seriously extended. If you want to look at the dashboard, let's look at the dashboard. Let's see what the dashboard shows us. Look at 27 basis points from the 8-period SMA. That's really, really steep. Remember, 10 is the baseline of extremity, and this is like almost 3 times the extremity. That's a lot. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, maybe we'll get a little bit of V's coming up here. Let's see. So looking at what do we need, for a V-shaped move? This is NAS. 1, 2, this third candle. Once this one comes up, this is going to close. Right now, it naturally puts up a label because the low here is clearly below the low here. Right. The question is, are they going to try and test the lows here, break the lows, or take it back up? Taking it back up gives us all this closure towards the 8-period SMA. Very, very tempting to front run this signal and just say, I want to get long here because it's so extreme. But it's really, it's not the setup. You want to wait for the candle to close to give you some confirmation. But if it does close, I think it's a pretty good signal here. And it's the same thing on the S&P. Minute left. All right, we're gonna test out this whole micro thing again. Try to figure out what the fuck is going on here. I'm actually gonna make this like 20. I just want to give myself so I don't get stopped out right away. You want to have a 1 to 4 stop to take profit, not because that's what you're going to be trading, but just so when you're coming into the trade, you want to give yourself that breathing room. Then you can adjust the stops very, very quickly once you come in. So I got 23 seconds left here. Let's see if this works. Again, don't rush the trade, because if you're 20 seconds before the thing and you buy the top of the candle, that's now you're way overstretched. Because remember, this thing can always come down. And then try to come back up. That's just the nature of the beast. It's going to be a lot of two-way price action. Okay, let's come back. Now we're going to go long. Okay, now I'm going to pull this thing all the way over here. Now, what the fuck? Okay, that's fine. That's a big, this is 38. This is really, really, again, if you were trading this in real life on a big contract, too big a risk. You're coming in here at like 46 against 38. It's like a 8-9 point risk, and you're only trying to make 1 point. So not worth the trade to take that risk reward. You want to basically be at around 4-to-1 maximum, because otherwise when you get blown out, you just eat like a huge amount of losses on the trade. So even when you get the setup, if in a highly extreme oversold conditions like this, not worth it. That's why a tiny little micro lot is where you're at right now on the trade. And a lot of times, sometimes, boom, and we're stopped out. Doesn't even work. Does not even work today. So on the micro lot, takes us out. However, this is where it gets interesting. This is where we may have like a real trade coming up now. Oh, by the way, on the, you know what? Let's take this just for a second. I'm taking this on the micros. Fuck, I'm late. Damn it. I wanted to, because the NASDAQ actually did not break the lows. I should have been in here late. I was trying to, and let's see if I can just make the small clip on the NASDAQ. Oh, I was late. I wanted to be over here because I saw them testing the lows, and they didn't break it, and that was a relatively positive play. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, there we go, and we're done. Okay, so that worked. Now this creates a secondary trade over here, right, against this one. We'll do it one more time, because this is going to give us a second signal worth taking if it holds, and it'll be against this one. Before we were against this one, now we're going to be against this one if this holds. And this is basically 83 to 39. That's still a huge. These are big ass candles. Wow, they just, you can't trade them on the large size because there's so much risk. And somebody was asking me, I think it was Untouchable, was asking me about, is this better in Asia? In Asia, this is great because in Asia, the very nature of candles is very small. So you could trade the large contract, make $100 really quickly on the large contract without really assuming like a $800-900 loss here. In North America, trying to trade this on the large contract would just be assumed huge losses, right? All right, let's see if this holds still. Yeah, so more sellers, but again, the question is, are they going to break the lows here? 19 seconds left. If they don't break the lows, we're taking a shot here on a micro level. Six, seven, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're long, and we're going to pull the stop to underneath this one, and now we're going to see, right here, and we're going to see if this thing, can come in and hit the target for us. In these situations, obviously, you're going to be hugely volatile. It's going to be lots and lots of movement up and down. You may need to give it a couple of minutes, or it may go completely against you. There could be yet another puke job to the downside. But the reason why this is a reasonably good idea is because you've already had like 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes of selling pressure, and it kind of held off. So unless there's more panicky selling, there always can be more panicky selling pressure. The reasonable thing is that it might pop right now. But again, all super volatile trades in U.S. session. It's 10:30. It's also pre-European close. These trades are going to get much better in about an hour when the Europeans are done puking their selling, and bottom fishers are going to come in and start trying to bottom fish the 8 SMA, and you're going to be able to get much better trades at that point. Trading the larger contract, bigger sizes, that's going to be much better for you than flown around. But in the meantime, I just wanted to show you the mechanics of this, of how it's important to where to stay, what risks to stay. They're going to take out this lows, I think. We'll see. It's not popping on this one. We're going to take out the lows. Okay, fair enough. That's why you trade the small ones. Literally no BFF signals today. It's just been a straight, for the last hour, just straight down moves. We haven't had a chance to come back up and trade. Here we go. Here's another signal back up. Gives us a chance to maybe set ourselves up a little bit more. I was fooling around with the idea of like I should be at the. You really want to be, honestly, mechanically when you look at this stuff, and it's good to watch this on in small contracts. I should have been at the absolute low. It's an unnecessary stop. The whole point of like doing these scalps is you want to have the stops to be as rare as possible, right? So this is sort of an unnecessary stop, I think, in terms of trading. If this signal holds, we'll come back again into it. Yeah, there's no basic. The reason you're not getting basic buy sells because literally we've been underneath the 8-period moving average the whole time. There's like literally been no signals showing up. It's, from the start today for the full hour, very rare we have just pure one-way price action, right? And it's a sign of the fact that we have a huge amount of selling flows here. And I'm trying to pick up pennies in front of a steamroller here. All right, let's get long here again. Where's my thing? Oh, here we go. And now I want to be underneath. What's going on here? Oh, I think I got done. It was so fast that I got done. So that was, that's a good example. And by the way, would I have been, trading the large one? Probably I would have traded the large one here for myself because I thought this was a really, really reasonable, after these big volatilities, it was a reasonable chance it was going to pop back up. Is this thing, if this thing doesn't break the lows here, I think we have like probably 20, 30 points to the upside. So, anybody with a set of cojones that wants to, take that trade, I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying, I'm reading the price action. The point being is when you have the indicator and you're seeing the price action, you're seeing all the stuff, it makes it a lot easier to be able to truly understand, what's going on in the flows here. It gives you analysis and insight as well as signals, which is what I really, really like. Oh man, I can't believe we have like only one or two BFF signals. Man, if I didn't have V-Trader with you guys, we'd be doing nothing. We'd literally be just going, oh my God, look at this one-way price action. At least you guys had some fun bouncing around. Oh, we got the reversal. We got the reversal move. Here we go. See, I told you, if those of you, anybody listening to me who like loaded up long about 10 points ago, that was $200, to the good for you guys, for those of you who are scalping. Okay, 3-4 seconds, not quite the reversal yet. Not quite. No signal. Oh, this is the MNQ. Is it on the NQ? I got to go on the NQ. Nope. Oh, NQ has a buy. Let's do this on the MNQ. I'm switching around. Sorry. Okay, let's do this one more time. So again, I'm going to try and target this against this stop. I'm going to put myself at the full stop here. It's going to be a do or die trade. Again, micros, I don't give a shit, but let's see. And then I'm done. And now, we're going to go into actual reversal signal. Now it's a BFF. So I got, minute and a half if this thing turns into a BFF. The BFF signal is, excuse me, you trade the long with the green line, the risk line being your stop, or a little bit underneath the green line, obviously, always, if this holds. Anybody take that? Anybody play with that? Which broker is this? We're using Apex, my friend. Let me put the link inside here for you. There's a discount in there, and this is Tradeovate. We're using Tradeovate as our broker. Right. Much time? 12 seconds left. So again, same idea, but now we're going to put the stop underneath the green line. 8-9 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. In the trade. Now I got to pull the sell stop underneath the sell line. Let's see if we can get the 5 target. Boom. And remember, in real life, I'm trading this with large contracts. I'm just showing you a small contract because I want to show you the mechanics of this. But that's $100 right then and there in 5 seconds. Just a boom, right? Slam in there. So if I didn't fuck around with all the V trades and just focused on BFFs, there was only 2 signals. I took them, blah, blah, blah. They worked. Obviously, the BFFs are very, very curated. And of course, the V traders are not, but they're both fun, and I want to have as much fun with you guys as possible when we're live trading, to give you as many trade ideas as possible. You yourselves can absolutely, riff off of it like jazz musicians and figure out which ones you like, which ones you don't. So let me know. I mean, what do you guys think? Sid said he got that one. Good for you. Fabio, you take that one? Anybody else in the room? You guys take the trades? So I think we did like probably fucking 50 trades today. No, just maybe about 20 trades today. But it was good because that's the whole point. I wanted to show you the mechanics. There's no better way of understanding and appreciating trading than by having somebody show you instead of trying to explain to you and do it, right? I noticed we have one more thing, guys. Sorry, I might as well. We have the GC setting up. Okay. Not quite. I thought the GC was gold was setting up on a turn trade. We did have S&P set up, but I was late to that trade, so I'm not taking it. So the only thing I will say is like these are Boris's commandments for scalping. Commandment number 1 is wait for the close of the candle. That's actually my number 1 rule. Commandment number 2 is if you missed the trade, meaning that you're 5 seconds late to the signal, don't do it. Don't do it. Like these 2 things, I'm always fucking up the second one. That's always the weakest part of my game. That game, you eliminate that part of the game, I guarantee you're going to be so much better, right? And what would be my commandment number 3? Oh, commandment number 3 is if you got larger volatility than your maximum volatility. So in other words, if the candle itself is let's put it this way: if it's 4 points or larger on the S&P, if it's 4 points or larger on gold, meet $4 on gold. If it's oh shit, do I have a meeting? Oh no, it's 11 o'clock. If it's more than 20 points, like 30 points or more on NASDAQ, don't trade the large contract, because it's just money. If you think about this, 20-point loss on NASDAQ, it's $400 loss, right? So you're trading all day long, you're making $800, $900, $9,000, and you're just dropping, 400. 2 of those in a day, it wipes out the day. It's doable. It's okay. But if it gets to 600, 800 per single trade risk, you don't want to be there. Just take the small contract. Like in this particular case, this would have been a totally cool large contract, I would have taken this because you were long at 40. Sorry, where was this? NASDAQ. Here's NASDAQ. You're long at 80, right? 78. Your stop was this was actually this would have been barrier because you were like 78, 58. This is a lot of volatility today. It's hard to trade this. It was a lot easier to trade this in Asia, where you had super easy resolutions with basically 20 point risks. But yeah, I mean, I would have taken the bite here. The worst that would have happened to me would have been a $500 loss if I ate it. But it was pretty easy to make that money. So yeah, I mean, those are sort of my commandments for how you want to trade. Which VPN do you use? I don't use any VPN. I'm trading. The beautiful part about this is it's all web based. TraderVate is all web based. TradingView is all web based. I don't need to do any VPNs. By the way, definitely interesting V signal here, which is almost like, if you think about this, V signal is kind of excuse me, a precursor to the BFF red, right? But the candle is so massive, it's 127. It's like a 50 point candle. Jesus, these things are massive today. That you can't do it unless you do it on the micro, right? You just have to. You can't sell this except on the micro, just because it's so huge, and that's okay. Oh, the signal went away. It's the way the signal triggers this. It can't go through the moving average, otherwise it's get a signal. Let's play with this one just for fun. The last shits and giggles V-shaped trade, 13 seconds. Again, wait for the close of the candle. Rule number 1, right? And then if you miss the trade, don't chase it. Here we go. I'm short. And I want to pull this up all the way above this, because this is where my thing is. And I'm done. Right? And this actually would have been like, because the thing pulled up all the way up here, 99, still 30 points, still been a $600 risk. But got to have some big balls to play this game. So that would have been $100 in 2 seconds for $600. Yeah, still would have been pretty good. Anyways, hope you guys really enjoyed this. I thought this was fun. Definitely a lot more trades today as all of this. We will do this again tomorrow. Markets are starting to really ramp up. So volatility definitely becoming our friend. And I'll let you know how it goes. All right, guys. Come join me in prop in my academy, or absolutely go buy some Apexes. Remember, the more accounts you have, the easier it is to switch around between them and run all those accounts. Okay, my friends, everybody have a great day. I got to run because Kay is going to yell at me now. I will see everybody tomorrow. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.